So today we're gonna go to the Hantverksfestivalen again. And I'm just waiting on the train to go to Stockholm. So I'm waiting for my friend now, trying to have some breakfast, and it's gonna be so fun. Here's my sisters. We're checking out some leather stuff. They have a lot of different leather things. And you can make bags. So today is Sunday, the day after we had been to the sewing festival, and yesterday was a really success. It was so fun. It was the first time for my colleague and friend, so it was extra special to see how much she liked it. And for me, it's been, I think this is my fourth time there. So I knew what to expect, but it was still quite overwhelming because there's a lot of people, a lot of different stands or booths, and just a bunch of yarn that you you want to bring home. But as usual, I really tried my best to be mindful of everything I buy and to not splurge too much on things, even though I really wanted to get everything. I just wanted to go through what I bought there. So first off, I got this really cute metal box, and I'm not sure if this is supposed to be for glasses, but I thought I would have this for other things, mainly my knitting things. Then I got this super cute but very tiny clay decor. It's some sort of flower. I collect these small trinkets. I thought it was really cute. I really like the glaze and the speckles. And then I got a couple of needle stoppers. So these were really cheap. I've seen some that are quite expensive, but they are the exact same brand. So I just got a small pink flower, a leaf, and 2 hearts. And then I got a couple of stitch markers. The ones that I got was a hank of yarn, super cute. Then a ball of yarn. And then I got an acorn. And then also a small bee. And then I got 2 that are, I guess they're not like true stitch markers. So I got one that says 4.5 and then another that says 5.0, and I thought I could attach them to past projects or gauge swatches. And then at the same place as the stitch markers, I got the Sock Trio knitting needles. So these are supposedly a great way to knit socks with instead of having DPNs or using magic loop. So I'm very intrigued by these, and I want to start knitting socks, which I think I said I didn't want to or thought I would like to do before. But since my sister started knitting on socks, I've been inspired to make my own. Currently, when I'm knitting my mittens, Robinia mittens, I am using DPNs, but I think it's a bit it works fine, but it's a bit tricky sometimes when you travel around and you have like 5 different needles. And while I love the magic loop technique, it's sometimes a bit tricky with the cable, and I don't want to wear and tear the cables too much. So I thought this would be an interesting substitute for both of them. And then speaking of socks, I got 2 different sock yarn. So the first one, I got a 20-gram skein of sock yarn in the color hjortronmyr. I think hjortron is cloudberry, but myr, I don't know how to translate it, but here it is. So this is a hand-dyed yarn by Northern Yarn Studio, and it's a super cool color, and there are some speckles of orange in this green foresty color. So basically I'm gonna make the tiptoe through the tulips socks. So I wanted to find a matching color to this for my tulips, and then I thought it would be perfect to have an orange color. So I found this, and this is also hand-dyed sock yarn by Emily Knits. It's quite bright but not too much. It's still muted, which I like, but it also has some interesting flecks of other colors like black and a darker orange. So I thought this would be a really cool yarn to use for my socks. And then I got another stitch marker, which is of a lussekatt or lussebulle. And then I got a spray bottle of Swedish red cedar, a spray that I will use for my wardrobe where I store all of my knitted things. Also maybe for my yarn, I think, just to be precautious to bugs and stuff. And then I got a sewing pattern for a bag. So this bag is called Duffy Bag by the boutique. She had some examples in her booth, and I thought it would be really nice to have this for my knitting stuff. So I got this pattern, and I'm gonna find some scrap yarn that I have so I can use it up for this project. I think I have some fabric that would fit this perfectly. And then I got some super lovely, super soft, super hairy yarn by the brand Mia Luxury Yarns. It's a Suri alpaca yarn, And I haven't used this before, so this is very new for me. It's made in Peru and it's so, I mean, it's so soft. And I thought it would be great for my, is it called Fat Furry Hat by Spektakelstrik. And so I wanted some super fluffy yarn for that hat. And I got this in the shade light gray. I think it would fit me really well. And last but not least, I got 9 skeins of the Loch Lomono Bio yarn by BC Yarn. And this is 100% organic wool in this lovely wine red tweedy color. So yes, I got 9 skeins and it's a lot, but this is like a I guess this would be some sort of DK weight maybe. So it's only 150 meters for 50 grams. And I thought I would make my boyfriend's Weasley sweater in this color. He's actually a Slytherin, but he wanted a wine red color. So I'm gonna knit one for him finally, because I've been talking about this for a year now. And I always feel so bad that I haven't like done it yet, but it was quite a challenge to find the right red color. And when I saw it yesterday, I just thought, yeah, why not? I should just buy it. So that was it actually. It wasn't too bad. I didn't go overboard with my budget. I didn't have a budget, but I thought that I wouldn't splurge too much. I'm just gonna have a chill Sunday today, rest, because yesterday we walked around for like at least 8 hours. My legs are dead. I'm just gonna start on a new knitting project. If you hear something in the background, it's because Oscar is making dinner, so well, sorry for the background noise, but I hope it won't be too loud. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that it looks slightly weird now because I just started on a row, but I have started on my Birdie sweater. So I cast it on yesterday actually, and I already knitted this far in just a couple of hours. I'm working on 4.5 millimeter needles, but in the pattern she recommends using 5.0 millimeter needles. And it's very interesting to see how the hand-dyed yarn, how it knits up. I hope that there won't be any too major pulling. If there are any, I might just have to alternate between different skeins, but I hope not, because that sounds annoying. Good evening. So I am actually working on my Robinia mittens. I am on my second mitten, but I haven't finished the first one. I still have the thumb left, but I thought I would wait with finishing this so that I could finish them both together. So I have come this far. I'm on my third and last repeat of the pattern, and then basically you just make decreases. So I don't have much left on this. I'm trying my best to keep the same tension, and I think it's all right. But I know that I made the cuff a bit too tight, so I'm gonna try to block it to make them similar in size. My mission for this weekend is to finish both of these. I have my dolly bag and my Robinia mittens. I have a few steps left, and I think that I really need to finish these. It's already quite warm outside, so these feel more like winter, late autumn-ish. I hope that I can finish these and then use them once or twice. At least the bag I can use a couple more times. Also, I guess I'm filming this to hold myself accountable, so wish me good luck. finished my mittens, so now I'm gonna block them slightly just because one of them is slightly smaller than the other. I also want to even out the stitches. Also, I made a swatch for another salt top, and this time I'm using this alpaca yarn that I had in stash. I don't have the right gauge, but I'm just gonna see how I'm gonna do this. But for now I'm gonna block it to see exactly how many stitches I have on 10 centimeters. I will also pop that into this bath. I'm not sure how I sound, but I'm home today sick and I still have a mild fever. So I'm not gonna show you guys my face because I look terrible, and I'm quite scared to cough because yesterday my throat was really hurting. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys my progress on my Birdie sweater, and I'm glad that I have some energy to work on this. I joined the front sides and now I'm just walking back and forward until it measures to 26 centimeters, which is the same length as the back piece. And then I assume you're supposed to join front and back to knit in the round, which is nice. I think I have about less than 10 centimeters left to knit on this. I just wanted to show you guys my yarn setup. I'm using 2 sets of yarn because these are hand dyed, so I was scared that the yarn would start to pull, and I switch the yarn every second row. And this works very nicely actually because I can just switch these around if I need to, and they don't get tangled together. This is my current update, and now I'm gonna stop talking because I feel that I can't really speak that well right now. Hi everyone, today is my birthday and it's so sunny. I have the day off and we're here at Hammarskog. It's a really lovely place and the sun is out. We're here just sitting here. I wanted to show you how my Robinia mittens look. It's been quite a few weeks since I finished these. We're in April right now when I'm recording this, and I finished these in February, so I've used them for quite a few weeks now and they look quite well worn. I used the Filcolana Peruvian for these in 2 different colors to create this low contrasting pattern. I think that Peruvian is known to pill quite a lot. I also used this for my cardigan number 9, so it's been pilling quite a lot where you put some pressure on it. And I got some advice to try and reblock the mittens and then also remove the pillings. So I will try that. Not sure if it makes sense or if it will help, but I could always try. I also thought I would show you guys the floats on the inside. I decided not to really try to catch my floats because I thought that wouldn't be necessary. And while I do get caught sometimes when I wear these, I don't mind at all because it's very easy to just pull your fingers out. So yeah, and they fit me really well, but they're not that, I mean, they can be quite warm, but the gauge is slightly, I don't know, it's not too dense, the fabric. So if it's very windy, I can still feel the wind and it's a bit chilly. One thing that I noticed first when I was finished with these and tried them on was that I thought that it fits my hand quite well, but it also felt a bit too big somehow. But that might just be because I'm not used to wearing these types of mittens. I usually wear finger mittens and they're very like next to skin, so I have a lot more space here. And also for the thumb, this is not the best thumb construction. I think I don't really like it. If I'm gonna knit another pair of mittens, I will try to find something that has more of a shape. So these were my first pair of mittens that I have ever made. I found it a bit difficult to make them basically the same. So that was the biggest challenge. Also to keep the right gauge and just to, I don't know, learn how to knit my size, I guess. I'm not sure if it's the same when you knit socks, but even so, I think that I would like to knit another pair of mittens. Not sure which pattern yet. There are so many different ones. But yeah, for now, these works perfectly, even though they look a bit messy. But I will try the advice that I got and we'll see how they look. But when they were finished, they looked so pretty. Yeah, it was a nice, simple project. And we'll see when I make my next pair, basically. This is the current progress of my birdie sweater. I just tried it on because I think that I'm ready to start on the ribbing. It's supposed to be 4 centimeters, so it's gonna be maybe to here. Here's my belly button, so it will be right over it. And then I think that by blocking it, it will also be slightly longer. So I think I'm very happy with this length. Long time no vlogging. I think you can still hear that I have some kind of issue with my nose. So I have progressed quite a lot on my birdie sweater. I'm almost done actually. So this is how far I've gotten. So I finished the left arm. It looks quite short, but I have short arms, and also I think that this will block out really nicely. So I just started on the right arm, and then I need to finish the collar. I hope to finish it before Saturday because there's gonna be this event again that I'm gonna attend with my sister and a friend. I'm just very happy that I'm almost finished with this one because I just really crave for something more simple. This is lovely. I like the pattern and it's not that difficult, but I just really want to do something more simple, like with stockinette only. I'm just thinking what my next project should be. And I think that I want to start on another vest and also a small scarf. So that's my small update. I just wanted to make sure that you guys know where I'm up to, and I will chat more about this project when I'm finished with it. I have finished my birdie sweater, but I haven't blocked it yet. And that's because I just wanted to show you guys how it looks on me before I blocked it. As you can see, the arms are quite short and also the body is quite short as well. And I don't have that much positive ease, but I hope that after I blocked it, it will grow quite a bit. So it's gonna be quite a transformation, I think. So this is the before, and now I'm gonna show you the after. Ta-da! Here she is, my finished Birdie sweater. As usual, I wanted to make a review of the knitting experience, and also since I've been wearing it for quite a few times now, I also wanted to talk about how it feels on my body and how it fits me. But first off, this is the Birdie sweater by I Knit Knitwear, and I knitted this in the fingerboard soft silk held together with fingerboard puff. This yarn is a hand-dyed yarn, so I wanted to ensure that I didn't get any pulling, so I alternated the skeins, but I'm not really sure if I really needed to, but I did it anyway. And I think that it turned out really great. There are some striping, but I think that I couldn't really avoid that because of how the yarn was dyed. I knitted this in a size 2. And in the pattern, she recommended that if you wanted to have an oversized look, you should size up quite a bit. But I just went for a regular oversized fit. So that's why I selected this size 2. And I think that it was a great choice for my style and my body. Basically, I followed the whole pattern. I did some small minor modifications, but all in all, I just follow it to the T. And I found the pattern very easy to follow as well. And I really like her style of writing. It's quite simple, but detailed enough for me to understand. And I think that if you're an advanced beginner knitter, this will be no issue at all to follow. This is my first all-over cabled sweater. I haven't really done anything like this before, and I found it very enjoyable and also very easy. This pattern is very easy to remember, and I rarely had to check the pattern at all. The only thing is that because it's a cable structure, I couldn't really put my eyes to watch a movie or something while I was knitting this, because I just had to make sure that I wasn't missing any cable row. I guess cable knitting isn't my favorite, but I still really enjoyed this because it was really fun to try something else and also use this yarn. For my modifications that I made, one of the major things was that if you can see on the front, underneath the collar line, I ended up switching one of the cables on the right side so that it turned into the other direction, because when I first knitted this, I found that the way that the cables were aligning to the same direction, it looked kind of, I don't know, not quite right to me. So I was a bit lazy, but I ended up dropping the stitches at that cable side and then just try to arrange the cable into the other direction and picked up all of the stitches from there. And I think that after blocking, it turned out really great. You don't really see any issues. And after this modification, I think it looks a lot more pretty. It looks more intentional, and I'm just glad that I did this modification. In hindsight, I should have made the same modification for the back, but I mean, it's the back, so nobody would notice. Another modification that I almost do every time is that I shorten down the sleeve length and also the body length, because I have shorter arms and a shorter body length. It fits me really well. However, one mistake that I made when I blocked this was that because I was pulling the sides a bit, the arms became too long. So I had to reblock the arms, and I just sprayed some water on it and then pulled it on the width to make it shorter. And by that, the sleeves also got a bit wider, which I like. So in the end, It really fits me super well. It's the perfect length for me, and also the drape is so nice. It feels quite lightweight and not too warm on my body. And for the yarn itself, I've used the Fingerboy Puff before, and that's one of my favorite yarns ever. It's not itchy to me, and it gives this beautiful halo. It was my first time using the soft silk, but it's so soft, and this feels super nice against my skin. I'm quite sensitive to a lot of different mohairs, especially. So this is a very great yarn combination for me, and I'm very happy that I was able to use a hand-dyed yarn for such a pretty pattern. I guess that was everything I wanted to mention about this sweater. I haven't posted anything about this on Ravelry because the pattern isn't available there. You could buy it at her website. So this is my first cable sweater, you guys. I'm very happy about it.